Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Good evening. Hi, Citrona. Thank you for being first. Been a hot bit. Well, it's been like a week and a half. It's been like a week and a half since I last streamed, but it's okay. Hehe. I hope everyone's been well. Happy Tuesday. Happy midway through June. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday, the 2 to 3 days until the summer solstice / winter solstice, depending on if you're northern or southern hemisphere. Um, Hi, hello, hi. It's been a while. Um, Hope everyone's been doing well. You might notice some stream overlays are a little tidied up, a little changed up. Anyway, that aside, I feel like I have a lot to talk about, but I also have a lot of art stuff to be working on. But yeah, I mean, busy, busy. Always a busy time. I have a lot of stuff coming up. My schedule is never not busy right now, and it's kind of tiring me out, honestly. uh, I don't know where to start. I guess. Well, okay. Well, I hope everyone's been having a good June. I know I've been like barely streaming this month, I would say. I had like apparently I had only like 2 streams so far this month, which is like a lot less than, well, I guess technically because since I usually would do weekly streams, I guess it does feel like a lot less, but I've just been very tired, honestly. Um, June has been pretty busy schedule-wise for me outside of streaming, and then the weather hasn't been very nice because it's nice and it's warm out there, which is draining, and then inside you have AC, and you're like, oh, AC is nice, isn't it? Well, you see, if very cold, then I simply want to get into the bed and get under the blanket. Because I'm like, ooh, cozy bed. Perfect, because AC on, despite summer weather outside. And then what? I'm just in bed instead. So it's it's a bit of a struggle. And I think I think that combination of those two things, me actually being busy and how I usually react based on intense weather, um, I think has been making me not as productive as I would like, which is not good. I have a lot of things that I need to work on, so hee hee hoo hoo haha, I gotta get going. Um, I don't know where to start, honestly. I do have a few announcements before we get into art streams. I am still focusing on art streams for the time being this month because Art Fight is coming up. That's a yawn. Oh, see, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Okay. So first things first. Let's talk about stream time. So I did start stream around 9 p.m. this time. I did say the last week, not last week, but I think the week before when I was streaming, um I am making some amendments to my stream schedule, or rather specifically what time I start stream. So from now on, I might still be testing it, but I will be starting my evening streams at 9 p.m. PDT instead. And that's so I just have that extra half hour to kind of rest and stuff, especially because my evening routine can be kind of, oh, I'm yawning again. My evening routine can be kind of unpredictable. Sometimes I'll have supper a little later. Sometimes I'll be a little more tired and I'll need a little extra rest. Um, so to kind of give myself a bit more time, I am going to be actually doing 9 p.m. instead of 8:30 for my evening streams from now on. So worry not. It's not like that'll make much of a difference, hopefully. Unless you're someone who only comes by during the first 30 minutes of stream, in which case I'm so sorry that is no longer possible for you to do. um but yeah. Other than that, next up, I would like to say I have to yawn again, hold on. Ah, bloody hell. Okay. Next, I have a new Discord server. You already know that I have a Discord server, but I am now properly co-hosting slash co-managing slash co-running a community server. And I don't mean community, well, it's a community server Discord technical, in a technical Discord meaning way. Yes, but it is also a community server that combines the communities of me. How do I do possessives in this? Of it combines the communities of a few streamer friends in my circle. So if I do Aileen, unless it's okay, it doesn't work. Great, awesome. I literally uh, crumble crumble. Singing chatbot. Okay, hold on. Opening VS Code for this. Just grumble, grumble, grumble. Are you okay? Don't thinker. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment. The VS Code for this. To be fair, I also did not actually test if the code I inserted was valid because I remember the last time I was editing the code, I specifically told my friends I sure don't remember how I coded commands into my chatbot because I really upgraded did that big renovation on how commands are stored and stuff in my thing. Okay, cool. Everything is like dying. Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you for running slow. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Okay, let's see. What is happening here? What is the problem? Okay, let me check the commands. Let's see, schmorp. Scalene. Bitch, why is it okay? Okay, awesome, cool. For some reason, this specific line is not finished for whatever reason. Okay, awesome, great. Cool, awesome, cool. Okay, great, awesome, cool. Okay, that makes me mad. That makes me really mad. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. So I now properly have a merged community server with Showbones, Citrona, and Mika442, my close friends and besties that are really weird and exist in different parts of the world. And by different parts, I mean 3 of us are in the same time zone, and one of us is not. But also we're so triangle. um but yeah, it's been a very long standing running gag of using scalene as the team name. So our community server stream team is thus called scalene. I'll make sure to advertise this every so often, but yes, if you'd like to get to know all of us more, that is a way to do so, especially because I know Mika and Bones don't necessarily have an actual open Discord server for reference. Because I know Citrona and we have our own actual Discord servers, but I know Mika and Bones don't have an active, publicly open one for reference. So if you ever want to join, feel free to. Again, my personal Discord is still open, and that is where I will be posting stream schedules and stuff. So this one is more, it'll allow you to get notified of when any of us are live and stuff, and it's also just a way for us to consolidate our communities easily too. Yeah. Yay, scalene, triangle, ooh, Illuminati, ooh, yar, triangle. Yeah. I have like two other announcements. Next thing is, so you might have noticed that there are no little guys at the bottom of the screen anymore. I have starting now, I guess, I have decided to fully deprecate the, well, not fully, but they're being deprecated. The audience members widget is going to be deprecated now. It's fun, it's silly, but I'm also going to be nice to my computer, even though it struggles enough as it is. No more audience members, I'm sorry. It is fine. Everyone will live, I promise. It's okay. They're there. Also, hi Acer, hello. Is it Tuesday? Happy Tuesday / Wednesday. Sorry, I've been so tired. Gods. Okay. Last announcement. Next Wednesday is the start of VTuber Summer Slam 2025. So VTuber Summer Slam 2025 is an annual event hosted by Gamers Outreach. So it's one of the few events they host annually as kind of a big campaign to gather a lot of content creators together to raise funds. And so Gamers Outreach, this charity focuses on bringing video games to children in hospitals. So whenever they have really lengthy stays and need some sort of entertainment and ways to feel like connected to other people, video games, because there can be multiplayer video games. People can play video games with one another, whether that's, a single player game and someone else is playing with them and guiding them, or it could be an actual multiplayer game. Gamers Outreach helps facilitate that, and their biggest thing is having the Go Kart program, which is basically making portable carts in hospitals around the world to basically go from room to room and have a console, a monitor, the controllers and stuff, so that way kids can play video games. Gamers Outreach also has a bunch of other programs, like an actual volunteer program for people to go into the hospitals and actually play games with the kids. They also have, I believe it's called Save Point, which is basically a vending machine, so that way kids can get like gaming merch and stuff. So if you've seen like, cute plushies for like a game and stuff, mugs and, for like Minecraft or whatever, kids can get the equivalent of that while still being in the hospital. Thanks to these video game merch vending machines. So VTuber SummerSlam, I did participate in this event last year, and it will be continuing. I mean, it's been going on for a while, but I will be participating in it again this year. I've been really slow with setting up for it because I have been really busy with a lot of other stuff. But I will be announcing tomorrow that I am participating. I've been talking about it for like this entire year so far too, so it's not like anyone didn't know. So I will be participating this week. I will make the official announcement, and I will tell y'all about my milestones and incentives soon. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, it'll be Wednesday through Sunday, I believe. So I will be streaming on all of those days if possible. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to be doing for those streams just yet, but it's gonna be a fun time. I don't know, maybe we'll do Hollow Knight like I did last year. Roblox will most likely happen because one of the beginning milestones is Community Roblox Day, and usually that gets hit from my experience doing charity streams in the past. So that one's probably going to be a given, but we'll see when that'll slot into the schedule. So yeah, I think. Do you need to pay muffin tax? You do not need to pay muffin tax. I promise you'll be fine. Cool thing to volunteer at. You wonder if there are Make-A-Wish to big VTubers. I don't know. I know Gamers Outreach has done like, I think there's definitely like big collabs that have been done between like Gamers Outreach and some other VTubers, because there's a variety of VTubers that participate in VTuber SummerSlam. I know my Cosmic Chaos Stream Team founder Celeste, I think, might have might have done something, but I don't remember specifically. But oh my god. Hi, Nikki. Okay. Hold your horses. um anyway, I think that's it for the big announcements that I need to talk about before we go into catch up time. So again, to recap, my usual stream time is now changing to 9 p.m. PDT, so I have a little extra time before. Oh, actually, in tandem with that, I am actually changing my streams. So with me changing my stream times to 9 p.m. PDT, that does mean I am going to be enforcing shorter streams. So I will be actually specifically, why am I using that word? I will be focusing on only doing 3-hour streams from now on. So 3-hour streams starting at 9 p.m. PDT on my usual times, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, unless I have something coming up. So for this week, I will be streaming Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday because I have something on Saturday, and I'm pretty sure Thursday should be fine. Question mark. Hee. Thank you for all the redeems, Nikki. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, hold on. Let me go through these announcements. Second announcement, in case you missed it, there's now a proper community server for my other stream team, Scalene, between me, Bone, Citrona, and Mika. So if you want to catch up with all of us and see when all of us are streaming, you can use that community server, because I know half of us do not have an active community server. And that'll be existing alongside my personal server that I have for Twitch streams. So, but I do recommend y'all join Scalene so y'all can pump it up with all of us and see how really degenerate and horrendous we all are. Wahoo! Yeah, party, triangle, Illuminati. Yeah. Third announcement again. Audience members widget is being deprecated. I'm sorry. Boohoo. Go men. Last announcement. VTuber SummerSlam is next week. Again, stay tuned this week for official announcement and the milestones and the incentives. Thanks. Awesome. Yay. Wahoo. So let's actually jump over here now. So we can actually start doing some art. Please. I will be focusing on tonight. I would be doing some more world building work, but I have some stuff to do for VTuber SummerSlam. I kind of need to make some pretty key art to use for the graphics. So that's what tonight's going to be for. Tee hee hee hoo hoo. Oh, good job with the muffin, Citrona. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, those chocolate chips are personally too big. But they're very nice. What team? You need to know if you need to kill me. Oh. Mods, please remove this person from the premises. Kidding. I'm on Team Sunny, same team as I was last year, because why would I not be on Team Sunny? Question mark. Also, happy Pride. It's nice to see you again too, Acer. Hello. Happy Pride, everyone. I hope everyone's been having a good Pride month. What do you mean, boo? Sun, destruction, supernova, nuclear fusion. Oh, let me also drink water, because I know you redeemed hydrate. You're working on making the horses gay this year, and you think it's okay. Good to know, I think. Also, yes, question of the day. Thank you for answering, Citrona. Wait, that's not the question of the day. Oh, because I reset my bot because I had to fix something in my bot. That's the real icebreaker. Okay. What's something you love about summer and maybe something you hate about summer? Citrona said a hot mattress, and I don't know if that's a love or a hate thing. Question mark. You tell us, Citrona. Do you like hot mattress? I bet you do, you hot mattress loving whore. I could talk a lot about what I hate and love for mostly what I hate when it comes to summer season. if I'm being honest. Hot mattresses in your area. Uh, hopefully my AC doesn't like break down again, or this N will be in a lot of pain. Hopefully everything will be fine. You have beef with the Pride Committee in your city. They're not good, but correspondence and volunteering is hard, and you don't know what you're supposed to do. Oh, I've had quite a few experiences like that before. It's really annoying for sure when you're volunteering and then your volunteering coordinators are like not to coordinate, and it's like, hello, my coordinator. I need you to do your job, which is coordinating the volunteers so that they are coordinated and know what they're supposed to do in coordination with each other so that this event can run smoothly because this event requires volunteers for successful coordination because this organization may not necessarily have the funds to coordinate without volunteers. You get the point. Hopefully that gets figured out. It's very frustrating for sure. You do like seeing the cats get really long trying to cool down? Oh. Long cat, long. I've been seeing like a variety of animal videos just in general on YouTube and Instagram. I think most recent was like, oh, I saw a cute little rat get a bath today. He got a little belly scrub and then he rolled around so he could get a back scrub. It was very cute. Um, so cute. Yeah, animals are so cute. I feel like I should focus on art now. Hello, we're here to do art. So I need to make basically the key art for my VSS graphics. If you don't know what that means, basically the graphics are being reused. So all I need to do, I really could just slap my PNG tuber on and call it a day, but I'm going to be extra and not do that. So what I need to do is, if I can find last year's... Where is it? Is it in here? It probably is, isn't it? Stuff to share. Stairs. Where is it? Miscellaneous. Aha, VSS2 2024. Okay. So this was last year's graphic. As you can see, I literally stuck the PNG tuber on. I would like to use key art, new key art for the graphic. So that's going to take me a hot bit to do. This is a quick drawing. It'll be fine. But that'll be my focus for tonight. I'm usually speedy with question mark speedy with this sort of thing. Why does this sound like Eiley? This is rolling quartz. Teaching Sally yacht. What do you mean you don't have? Okay. So you're both learning how to play Yahtzee at the same time. Okay. Awesome. Great. I have that as well. Oop, open. Okay, run. Thank you. Actually, let me make this paper texture a little bigger. 150. 130. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do this key art stuff. You're making stuff up and misinforming her. Do you also misinform her about my TTRPG or lag? Oh, hello, Slug Love. I actually do need to use my previous PNG tuber as reference because I'll probably just work with that as the outfit base for the key art. I don't know if I'll get around. I do want to make, because this is the newer PNG GIF tuber model that I have. I do want to do like other outfits because I didn't transfer over the two other outfits that I had since this is a new entire system model setup for PNG Tuber Plus. What am I looking for? Oh, PNG Tubers archive. Here we are. Wow, slutty. Okay, cool. I forgot I did the nail polish. Okay. So, as always, friendos, pomodoro. I will use the pomodoro and you all know lately I have been ignoring the timers, but if you would like to use the pomodoro timer, then you should use the pomodoro timer. I'm not. But in case you don't know, again, this is a productivity method invented in the 1980s. Short bursts of work with really short breaks in between. So standard timing, 25 minutes with 5-minute breaks in between. So after every few Pomodoro or work sessions, we'll do a longer break of about 15 minutes. And I'll have my little timer that I coded up here. It's now in kind of the middle to the right, top middle to the right, with my updated overlay layout. So yeah. Feel free to work alongside us if you have art or coding or teaching your cat tabletop games or laundry or spreadsheet work and stuff. Okay. Thoughts. Gnarly has been living rent-free in your head and invading all your socials, so nice to have new K-pop gods. Gnarly apps. I just hit my mic. And at some point, Gnarly will come on this playlist, so have fun. Okay, I'm gonna start with the draft. It just needs to be a simple pose. Actually, let me keep the graphic I opened up. I don't know why. Wait, I have the PNG tuber here. Why do I have this open? What am I doing? I guess this is mainly to see the layout. We'll see. It just needs to be a simple pose, Bonnie. Simple pose. Simple pose. Okay. Well, it's been a hot while since I've drawn too, so please bear with me while you see me cry for like 500 minutes. You forgot I revamped. Okay, I literally this is like the first stream when this new revamped layout is being shown. So like you're fine. It's literally the first stream. I like remembered it too, and I was like, oh, well, I guess here. Hello, here's the new layout. Congrats! Ha 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 ha. I'll have to do a little more editing, but I do need to get all the other scenes revamped because I don't have gaming or music set up for this same type of layout yet. Hold on. I assembled a list of stuff to talk about for catch up. I have anime and real life events. Okay. Let's talk about the real life events first. So if you didn't see in my server, I announced last week that this past Saturday I would be attending Taste of Japan in Anaheim. And that is because of my NDA project that is no longer an NDA project. If you don't know, at Taste of Japan, wait, how do I word this? If you didn't know, my NDA project, I am one of the designers and illustrators for Ochacha Cafe. Ochacha Cafe is a maid and butler cafe. Yay! Cool. I should tell you more. So in case you didn't know, Anime Expo in Los Angeles usually, this past apparently December 2024, the organization that oversees the Maid and Butler Cafe department of Anime Expo decided to, I don't think dissipate is the right word, but they decided to all of a sudden, without really any warning apparently, shut down the Maid and Butler Cafe department. So that put a lot of people out of basically this community experience that has been a long-standing tradition at Anime Expo at AX. So one of my good friendos, Nogichi, I will shout them out. Nogi. Um, she has prepared a startup called Ochacha Cafe. And Ochacha Cafe is basically taking a lot of the spirit from the Maid and Butler Cafe that was run at Anime Expo into her startup called Ochacha. So it is, again, it's a cafe. It's there are maids, there's butlers, there's a live butler band. There's also night shows with 18 plus dedicated shows. Thank you, Saribot, for immediately banning a spam bot. um, so this past weekend, Ochacha Cafe just had their debut. It was very awesome, very cool. It was very awesome having to do videography for choreo that I did not see at all, and it's very cool because I'm like, ooh, let me make sure the GoPro's catching everyone. Wow, I have no idea who I'm supposed to focus on because I do not know the focus points of all the choreos that were made for this performance. Um, but it was really cool. We had both a daytime and evening performance at Taste of Japan. So for our daytime one, we had our maids, we had our butlers, and then we had the butler band perform. And then for our evening one, we had our bunnies, we had our butlers, and of course our butler band again. Um, this was really cool. Ochacha Cafe is having their first pop-up event in August. We are SoCal based for reference. So if you would like to know, um, I don't actually know because I checked on Instagram and I was like, oh, they didn't put like the updated flyer on there yet. So I'm like, can I? I don't know if I can say the location yet. It's going to be more in Los Angeles County this time, from what I'm aware of. But I don't want to say anything until they like properly unless it's literally on the post itself and I'm being stupid. But they will be having their first proper pop-up, like actually having the cafe this August. Once I don't know when the video editing and stuff will be done, but hopefully once videos and stuff are edited from all the footage that we got from Taste of Japan, hopefully I can share it with y'all in the Discord. So y'all can see the performances yourself too. Oop. Okay, I got distracted for like a hot moment talking about that. Anyway, back to Doring. I just realized this is Icarus. Artemis new song. Song is so good. Hurricane. Other than that, Taste of Japan was fun. It was also very warm, and because we were there the whole day, both operations and all of our performers were like really tired. Like we got there in the morning, had a little breakfast, and then we went to like the green room to like prepare and stuff, and then we had our first show in the early afternoon. And then right after that, we had some lunch. I got takoyaki. I was like, yay, takoyaki! I did not get anything else to eat for like a few hours. I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, they got lunch for their performers and everything, and they had extra, and they're like, oh, Bonnie, you want some? And I was like, nah, I got takoyaki. I'll get like more. I did not get more until like way later because it turns out the heat diminished my appetite a lot. I'm really mad about that. Because there was okonomiyaki, there was katsu sandwiches and fruit sandwiches, and ramen, a lot of other stuff, and I was like, at least I got the takoyaki, but I was still really upset that I didn't really get that much else because the heat was like really de-energizing. Like a lot of the burping. Shortly after lunch, a lot of the maids and butlers went out to do some TikTok footage, some social media promotion, filming stuff, and then a smaller group afterward went out to do tabling to invite people to our evening performance. Um, Yeah, so literally all the time, even though the green room was nice and AC, we were just basically there in the green room, just kind of like, oh, dead. It's like, wow, awesome, great. I did hydrate very nicely. When I did go out, like quite a few hours later, it was with one of the other operations people, and we got a nice crepe. We got banana crepes. Very nice. And we also stopped by a booth where they were giving out basically free Calpico and barley tea. And you could get like 2 drinks. All you had to do was like follow a few accounts on Instagram and you're like, give us the free drinks. It's very energizing. And there was also a Pocari Sweat booth, but we didn't see that one. Um, but very awesome, very nice. We love free beverages. They weren't like warm, but they weren't cold or warm. They were just like surprisingly room temperature, which is fine. I definitely would have loved to try the katsu or the fruit sandwiches though, because I know Citrona told me that about those, but I was like, oh, I saw there was also a stand for mitarashi dango. But then the friend and I, when we went to get the crepes, we wanted to like scope everything out, and then we saw the crepes at the end, and we were like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna go with this. I forgot about the mitarashi dango. That was like the first day we saw it. And I was like, oh. We were both like, oh my gosh, mitarashi dango. I haven't had that in forever. It's so good. This reminds you you wanted to create a new social account to do TikTok trend dances and stuff. Oh my god, Acer dancer, Acer sexy dancer. Ooh, ooh. So are you going to link us your social media account so we can be like your fandom. We can be. What should your fandom name be? Banana. We're bananas for Acer. Are you telling me both of the whiplashes are right in DSCR? That's amazing. You want izakaya skewers? Ooh. I think there were skewers too at the event. They wanna know I've been bad. And stop into the cast. I don't know the English version, unfortunately. But otherwise, Taste of Japan was fun. It was just really nice to meet everyone because since I'm just a designer. I'm not really on operations either. I wanted to come to support and also help out where I can. It was really nice, honestly, because otherwise I would like never meet anyone ever on the actual like front end team. I'd just be like, hey, I'm just a digital presence. You don't even know if I'm real. I'm really glad to have actually gone out and met everyone. It's really cool because it's a lot of like comfort because it's a lot of feeling like I'm in like my comfortable elements again. Like being online is like, haha, we're so funny, we're queer, we're weirdos, haha. Yeah, we talk about breeding and horse autism, and um video games and world building, and we're weird, haha, and stuff. And it's like, oh, and then go my only in-person interactions otherwise are just like that's just you. Arknights, yeah, Angel. Wow, my Angel has autism. See, that's not just about you, okay? League of Legends, yay, Pokemon. So it's really nice to like for my in-person interactions usually to be from work where people are like normies, relatively. It's really nice to be in an environment like Ochacha Cafe where we can where people because that anime expo made in Butler Cafe also had a lot of queer people in it. So Ochata Cafe also emphasizes, queerness and people being able to express their queerness in the Made in Butler Cafe. Um, and also because it's connected there a lot of the people on L Ship are part of Temper Tantrum, which is a dance company in LA. So it's a big intersectional community of dancers and also queerness. So it's really nice to actually like go to something in person and feel comfortable still. Even with all these new people that I was meeting, feeling comfortable still because dancers, then I feel the love for dancing. And two, a lot of people queer friendly, actually queer also. It's a lot of comfort and belonging, basically. So it was really nice, honestly. It was very like, wow, this is great. you know. Not sexy, but yes, dancer. You tried doing a 6-step after taking photos at a breakdancing event, and it got you itching to dance again, and also realize you're so unfit. That is such a mood. I did some freestyling because, especially with a lot of dancers coming to visit us and support Ochacha, I couldn't help but also want to do a bit of freestyling with everyone. Um, I'm definitely still not able to like dance for like a long amount of time, but I definitely want to improve on my stamina for sure. 626 soon? Ooh, I've never been to the 626 night market specifically, to be honest. Did I link them to this online persona or a separate one? Because you have an IRL share account. So work and whatever, for the most part, do not slash should not know about my online happenings. Ochacha Cafe, they I'm a designer. I don't actually actively interact with them, so it's not like they'll suddenly pop in my stream and be like, "Hi, Bonnie." And it's like, um, but they do know me as Bonnie, which technically that is my true self. So hello, if you are here somehow from Ochacha and you are listening to me, I am a degenerate. Run away now. Go, go. Or stay, it's your choice too. I don't actually know what I'm trying to do with this pose, to be honest. Like, what am I doing? Like, what's the action line? Like, what pose am I having? Like, am my arms going to be like this? Like, peace sign? Like, peace? Like, is this what I'm going to do? Or like, I don't know what I'm trying to do with this pose just yet. Like, holding a popsicle? Sleddily holding a popsicle? Like, I don't know. It reminds you of an environment where you felt like that recently. Glad I found a space like that IRL. Yeah. It's going to be hard for me to attend, like, events and stuff, especially if it's more like more it's in like some of the far ranges of Los Angeles County, especially, and I'm like, it's like, ooh, ah. um, but why? I'm going to punch my automod. Okay. Um, I think this is just gonna be a cunty contrapposto pose now. But yeah, hopefully I get to like interact with them more in person or something. They're all super cool and awesome. Um, I feel like if I get to the point where I actually feel like a straight man, where I'm interacting with them, and I mean straight man isn't comedy, like the straight man, like you know how we half jokingly say I'm a tsundere, but I also actively admit that. Basically that tsundere slash straight man, which is funny because I'm neither straight nor man. Um, if I'm at the point where I can actively recognize that I'm playing that role of quote unquote straight man, it means I'm comfortable talking to those people in a way that's like, haha, like, like I am accustomed, like I understand where their level of humor and familiarity sits, and I'm like immediately like, okay, this I'm comfortable with this. I got the flow from how my other friendships and other circles are usually comfortable. comfortable, you know. Megan's pose and gnarly with the iconic slap. I genuinely, honestly, I didn't notice that until like a few times after the first few times. Is that how I worded? I honestly did not notice until like after my first few times watching like music videos and stuff. I was like, oh, how did I miss that? Okay, let's see here. I think the abdomen should end here. I think I wanted to incorporate Smokey somehow in this art when I was thinking about doing this earlier today, but I was like, I don't know how. And I feel like I'd crowd the thing, so I think I should erase this and make it slightly to the side. I'm gonna change the tilt. Oh, not do that. Change the tilt of this. Go liquefy tool, save me. Save me, liquefy tool. I should flip my canvas. If I want a different way to refer to straight man in comedic sense, I can use tsukomi and bokeh. I do know those terms vaguely, but I'm also like, I feel like people would be like, what? Are you a weeb? And it's like, I'm just trying not to just call myself a straight man, because that'll be really weird. It'll make me uncomfortable to say that about myself. Even though I know exactly what context I'm trying to say here. But in a more general sense, I feel like people who might not be familiar with like manzai and stuff will necessarily know about that. Am I not okay? Just because I'm a designer and illustrator for an anime-based Maid and Butler Cafe does not mean I am a weeb. And just because I did not recently binge Free-Rend and I'm currently watching Violet Evergarden, that does not mean I am a weeb. They should invent a lasso and transform tool, but for traditional art, so you can. That's called scissors. And using your hand to move the cutout of the paper around. Oh, I should save this. Just in case. I feel like I'm getting a good flow with this. I don't want to lose this. Cool. You need free D4. You gotta take back Weeb. That... Okay, that'll be your job. Thank you. Thank you, Acer, for your noble sacrifice. Arigato gozaimasu. I don't need to fully draw the legs, because it'll be obscured with like how the graphic is here, so... Not most of you lesbians. Nadia having applied to work in 3 different anime/blind box stores. Uh-huh. Would you like to tell us some more? I hope all the have you gotten interviews and stuff for them yet? Once I do the finish updating the reference sheet for Bonnie and Smoking, I'm gonna put like a tight recommendation for the flame. I think I'm gonna do like 2 heads max for default for my sanity, so I don't have a flame that's like all the way up here. You're a weeb and proud, but also old. You did get a call back to fill out the personality quiz. Huh? You're doing a personality quiz for your job application. Okay, it's like MBTI or huh? What is you and job makes you do? I don't think it's a you quiz. Hoi hoi Bonnie, long time no see. Just wanted to stamp before you go to bed. Good night. Good night, Onyx. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see you again too. Hopefully we can catch up. I give you forehead kisses as you go to bed, Momo. Take care. Oh, it's like those more business personality type ones. Got it. I've done like a more like formal personality one that was like, what type of role do you play in like a team? That one I did in college, and then I think my boss wants us to do like another wants the team to do one, and I'm like, okay. And internally I'm like, like, okay. You should like ask them to do MBTI and then call them out immediately after being like, this is based on eugenics. And then use their surmounting guilt to make them hire you. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, you'll get the job. With varying results, probably. One of the jobs did ask for it. Oh, I should be taking. I know it says break time, but I'm gonna. So okay, anyway. Gonna ignore my own timer. It's fine. You don't know if you have the cojones to do that. You should just like bring it up as like a fun fact. You're like, oh, I heard this like rumor. I heard like, I heard like the creator said that if you're like below a certain IQ, you're like too stupid to like actually take the test or something. Isn't that like so weird? Ah ha 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 ha. You gotta like play it off as like innocent. The power of the only way to exert your power as an information broker coming from someone who brokes information is you gotta put your information out there in like the most nonchalant way possible. Or in a way that makes you seem really deranged. Your choice. I usually probably come off as more deranged every time Citrona and Mika see the lore channel popping off in our besties server. They're probably just every time that happens, they're probably like, okay, what kind of crack has Bonnie gone into now? So, just take it with stride. Oh, I'm burping. You go, what the hell? And then go back to sleep and then read it later. Do you actually read it? It's very okay to not read it at all, okay? Just for the record. It's perfectly fine to not read it. If anything, it's a benefit for me because then you don't get to know about my world building. And then you're like, what have I missed out on? And it's like, congrats, you're now 5 iterations behind. You give Bonnie psychic damage by interpreting it, and you do that like with everything. This is not world building specific. Let me go into the quotes channel in my personal Twitch server. Citrona once said, Python pissing lessons. Citrona also once said, I think being a Beatle, like the band member, should be like being the Pope. Some of these are a little too inappropriate to say. The boy pussification of Jesus' side wound is definitely a Christian art era. So as you can see, Citrona has like the weirdest interpretations ever. Like they're sensible, but they're very horrendous. I don't care if they're true or not. The point is that they're horrendous. Hi Lazarus, hello. Happy Tuesday/Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. You don't want a conclave for next Beetle member. Oh. No, I did watch Conclave, yeah, because I remember I was doing the uniform stuff, and that would happen to be shortly after I watched Conclave. I was on stream. But I think when I binged Free Ren with Citrona and then started watching Violet Evergarden, that was between my last stream and now. I binge watched Free Ren and I'm currently watching Violet Evergarden with Citrona. Citrona has seen Violet Evergarden. I am seeing it for the first time. It sure is emotional. I'm doing very well to not cry. I'm worried that at some point the show will pull just the right enough amount of strings to make me cry, but I'm holding fast and steady that I won't cry. You're not. Okay. I could tell what both of you would be. I was like, okay. I would be so strong and not cry right now. I don't think necessarily me knowing that the whole premise about the show is being sad necessarily, but I don't know. I mean, I got beat up by To Your Eternity. I think that show made me cry in every single episode because that show is just like that. I think I need to catch up on To Your Eternity. Oh, I'm too scared. I'm scared to rewatch that. It's been on your list forever. That show, I am not exaggerating when I said that show. Almost every single episode actually made me like cry. It's okay. Mm, I hi Lazarus. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hopefully you don't get disconnected again. I'm gonna do a separate layer for arms. Arms. Did I watch When Life Gives You Tangerines? I have not heard of that one. When life gives you tangerine. Has it been really good at sniping you when you I'm gonna wait for Acer just to say that they're back. Little legs. I got you. I really like the song. Welcome back. I asked after to ask this time. I do watch K-dramas, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have failed you and disappointed you like this. I'm not a K-drama watcher, at least not anymore. I had to think about whether or not I actually like this pose or not. We'll see. Bloody pelvis turned in. Sorry. No, like genuinely, what am I doing with this pose? Like, try to figure it out. I don't even know if this is like the pose I want to go with. This. This is the part where we binge watch Boys Over Flowers and get mad at every arc that pulls them up. No, our watch list keeps getting longer. You made it longer randomly on in like 3 different times just in June. You added a movie, then you added 3 different series, and then you mentioned Cabaret literally yesterday. This watch list has not been getting shorter. Genuinely. At least Dairy Girls is short. Okay. Can't stop Citrona from watching stuff. They just want to share with me. I I don't have enough existence to catch up with everything that Citrona wants me to watch. Okay. This is very Queen's Gambit is a mini series to like 7 hours. Ugh. Time to take a week vacation. It's really funny you say that. It's really funny you say that because I actually have one coming up. To try not go get a job. They do hands on hit. I'm going to like make myself like D&D for that entire week so that Citrona can't contact me. Well, actually, Citrona and Mika have my phone number. All I have to do is just block their phone numbers, I think. Well, Mika's not a threat. Citrona is. Do you? I have shared it before. We even did the stupid Telegram shit. You're like, haha, what if we made a Telegram? And then we used it briefly, and then we stopped. Good equalizer. Citrona gets the job. Bonnie gets time off. Good catch up time and no shoe. Okay, so Citrona needs to get the job. Citrona needs to get a job first. I already know I'm getting the time off. We need Citrona to get the job for this to actually happen. Do we need to do like a resume? Oh, we can't really do a resume workshop on stream now, can we? Because that's called doxing yourself. Let's review Citrona's resume. Entire address, an entire education list is just listed on there. And do not pull up the. I've probably mentioned all that before at some point to dox myself. Do not say that. One, I probably know that you have, but still, you don't have much education to be fair. We just have to figure out how to make your resume. We just need to remember all the tips that we've ever said about potentially boosting your resume despite any glaring gaps that a job recruiter will like try to poke holes through. Remember those tips and apply them. So your resume still looks okay. We can also fill it with things like I had to take care of my parents for over 5 years. You know, things like that, you know. Let me make sure I'm doing the distances right between everything. Be a little lower, I think. If you can write a resume with generic stuff, it's a win. Yeah, you just have to do it generically, Citrona, and then when they ask you about your specific examples, do not fucking say horse game archival work. You should allude to it without saying that it's a fucking Roblox game. Hi Vapor Skull, hi Xanthid. Hi, happy Tuesday / Wednesday friendos. I hope y'all are doing well. Community you were passionate in. Oh, very good. Good boy. Good job. I forgot. I was going to add a new point reward because I did it to Citrona and Bones a few days back on VC. I was going to add a sultry voice for like 5 minutes point reward to be like really obnoxious on stream because it's kind of really funny to do that. I will probably add it after VTuber SummerSlam because I cannot have that on for VTuber SummerSlam. But yeah, if y'all ever want to hear me talk in a sultry way, I wouldn't say I'm good at it. The job market in your area is so bad. If you apply to a local business, they aren't even surprised. Oh, like surprised that you're applying to the local business instead, or like. You want to apply to the TTRPG stores in your area, but you feel bad because you don't have that much experience in them. See, Citrona, you twist that by saying you've had an interest in TTRPGs and the like, and you want to expand more and integrate yourself into the local TTRPG loving community by getting hello Raid by getting a job at the TTRPG store and learn more about the culture. Easy PC. You know, a lot of jobs and employers and recruiters will definitely like be like, "Oh, cool, you want to like learn, you know, you want to like know about stuff, you know." Well, I mean, depends on recruiter, but you know. You wonder if you could create a job by providing a shell company for individuals to spend their non-formal experience. Anyway, hi Rose, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everyone. How was Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma? Welcome on in, everyone. For those that don't know me, let me introduce myself really quick. Go. Don't destroy my computer. If you don't know who I am, hello, my name is Bonnie. I'm a fire elemental. I'm one of those they thams. I'm a multimedia creative, so I do illustration, music production, graphic design, programming, and a lot of other stuff. Um, I'm mostly known for doing illustrations, so if you haven't seen some of my stuff before, here you are. I do sketches, I do character art. Still, you might see some of my album covers from some of the music I've put out also. Yeah. Oh, there's Vapor Skull. Hi, Vapor Skull. There's Bones, and there's me in white, and there's one of my OCs, and there's my OC again, and there's Freckles from Lackadaisy, and there's Tala from one of my Mutes webcomic. Yeah, welcome on in, everyone. Tonight I'm doing some key art illustration stuff. I have VTuber SummerSlam coming up next week, and I want to work on some stuff for the graphics, for the promotional graphics. So I'm trying to whip my ass to get some stuff out for that. So that's what we're focusing on for tonight. I know I've been doing a lot of art streams lately in June. Been a busy time. You love the game so much. That's good to hear. I'm glad it's been going well. That's awesome. Um, we'll be here continuing to work. But I know you just finished streaming, so if you or anyone else that came along with the raid, if you need to get some rest, food, water, please make sure to do so. Feel free to chill with us here in Liminal Space. We do have a quick way out if you need to lurk or maybe need to get out for whatever it is that you need to do. Um, we'll be here. We've been talking about job hunting and stuff, catching up because I haven't been streaming for a hot bit. So, you know, trying to get back into the streaming flow. You were mostly just doing side quest shit tonight. Maybe gonna continue with story in a bit. You were working on cleaning up areas and setting everything up to have the villages be more self-sufficient? Right. Because there's some farming aspect to the game, right? Side quests are always fun. They can be really tedious, I feel, but I feel like they can also be pretty fun to do. It's like a nice break, I feel like, from the main content of the game, honestly. Especially for me, because I think the latest side questing I've done was like... Okay, well, in the entire Persona games, usually feel like side questing and then there's main plot stuff. And then Mega Man Battle Network 3, there's side questing that you can do, especially because I spend a lot of time doing grinding. Otherwise, when I'm like trying to get through story actively, which is always a pain. Cool. Always I'm ready, my ladies, doing the right in my time. This is my official. Getting bored. I'm getting bored. I'm just trying on this whim. Now I gotta be bold Egon. It's a prequel. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me catch up on some of the other messages. More like they aren't surprised why people haven't had work for multiple years at this point because they get so many applications. Lines for in-person hiring events go crazy. Local stores aren't surprised that people have job gaps. Okay. Citrona, just be sexy and brave and just be like, oh, like, here, should I also... I'll do my suggested sultry voice also as a preview, but also as a way for you to, like, understand you gotta, like, work it correctly, you know, in order to, like, get the job, you know, it's like... what do I... Wait, what do you... Hold on. It's like you're like trying to like show that you're interested, right? And especially if it's like a very niche thing, you want to show that you're really interested in learning more about it. So you can be like, you know, you can be like, uh, you know, I played a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons with a few of my friends, and you know, there's something really invigorating about making characters and role playing and bonding with other people over, you know, playing fantasy games like that. And I'd love to learn more and get more advice and interactions with the local TTRPG community by working at your store. I'd love to learn more, not just about Dungeons and Dragons, maybe a little bit of Magic the Gathering, perhaps. You know, that sort of thing. A lot of jobs are vibe-based, and if you make friends, you're basically in. You can also nepo yourself in because your brother is a manager at a craft store, then do that. You don't know if you support this. What do you mean? What about this advice do you not support? You can be very honest if you really want to tell them that you're applying more so to obviously make money and have job experience too, but it's also, I think you should at least try to apply to a job that you'll actively be interested in. And so that way you'll try to actually, so you go into a job that you're actively interested in and you're actually going to have some additional reasons as to why you want to do the job and actually going into the interview. You don't have anything against the words used, just a sexy approach. I had never said the sexy approach was part of the actual advice, mind you. Also, thank you for the follow. Hi, Wendy. Hello. The sexy approach is not at all part of the advice that I was giving. I very specifically said the sexy, sultry approach is for sake of example of the point reward. You considered applying to a weed store and then you thought about the robbery rates? Just choose what you think will work best for you. And just... Or I guess more so just... Hold on, I have to liquefy this. Get experience, but also it's... I guess it's also okay to be wary of this sort of things, but you know. Sometimes you gotta go for it, you know? Hey Wendy, hello. Why is everyone's browsers, like, and stuff crashing today? Okay. Happy Tuesday/Wednesday. Welcome on in. Today we're talking about job hunting advice. I'm trying to draw. I'm testing my sultry voice because that's supposed to be a point reward that I need to make. Oh yeah, okay, that's what that image is, okay. Now you've been volunteering by adding people on LinkedIn and trying to be social. Volunteering is nice, hoping it leads to stuff, but mostly just nice to vibe and help out things you support. I got rid of my LinkedIn because I hate it. I personally think LinkedIn is shit. I think it's great for networking, but I think if you know you're able to get really good connections on LinkedIn, then I guess go for it. But I think in a lot of cases that might not necessarily be the case. And I feel like I personally am a stickler for what information about me is out there on the internet. So I also part of the reason why I also erase my LinkedIn is because I think it's kind of really weird for people to get a hold of every single piece of information on me um, by knowing my name. I do agree with the volunteering thing. I think volunteering also is a way to quickly get some sort of experience also, because sometimes volunteering can naturally lead you to getting sort of like more leadership positions, because that can naturally lead you to be like a volunteering coordinator, and you can volunteer to step up and help out more and like more leadership-esque positions, you know? I think volunteering is a very great outlet or way for you to do that. I will reiterate, I know Citrona said this earlier, getting car first priority, yes. You got rid of yours but started a new one. It's nice as an IRL social media to be like, oh, add me here, your new social media doesn't have much. I see. I feel like I'm more in industries that I don't think LinkedIn has an application for the industries that I'm in, so that's why it doesn't feel particularly applicable for me anymore. I don't really know why. Well, I guess I had it in the beginning because learning about like career importance and stuff was like, yeah. I still don't know if I like this pose, if I'm being honest. What if I change the legs? It's not like necessarily contrapposto, but it's more like timer. I'm gonna ignore it anyway. Okay. Going to immediately ignore that and read Acer's message. That's what you've learned for like arts and film. They use more regular socials. LinkedIn's more like corporate stuff, but a lot of volunteer higher end positions are on there, so it's neat learning a lot about the world. I see. I think if I tilt this maybe not as back, this won't feel as awkward when I put in the legs. Hi, Bones. Wow, is that Bones one of the other members of the Scalene stream team? Hi, Bones. Hi, hun. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about job. How is your job hunting stuff going? I'm sure you have. Would you like to join our conversation about job hunting? Or is that too much of like trauma for you? For lack of better wording? Media key smash. I also learned a lot. The local stores are looking for individuals with social media experience. Very true. I I would be scared of Citrona in a social media position. Personally, I would not be good for it. Just because I'm social media phobic. You knew it was coming, but you were not prepared for how soon you'd see it as a job requirement. You're so good at social media, yeah. I'm sure you'd be fine in like tracking the trends and stuff. I think it's just a matter of feel like usually the biggest things would be to just. I think you'd have to be a little more chronically online to be good at social media, which can be a bit of a. I think it can also be kind of self-harming in the way of you have to be really conscious of knowing what trends to follow and what trends to not follow. Trends to avoid, so the brand that you're representing doesn't start looking fake. Um, I think when you look at a lot of, if you try to do case studies on a lot of brands right now and like how a lot of brands tackle their stuff, there's a lot of ways that social media marketing can go in regards to like I don't know where to start with this. There's a lot of things that I want to say about this, things about like trends trying to be followed, brands that are ignorant of things that are important about social media. Like, like that one bus company that was like Easter Bussy and they didn't know about Bussy. And then brands that like try to like hop on the latest things. Like if you heard about Candle, Qandle, they're basically in deep shit because they tried to make a merchandise that was basically based on quote unquote VTuber drama, and drama is more of an understatement, more so than someone being purposefully manipulative towards their so-called friends in order to put them down, and get the upper edge on them because they saw being VTubers in the same VTuber space as a competition more so than lifting each other up. Um, and then there's things about being apolitical. What is the brand you're representing something that's going to be apolitical? Is it a brand that's going to be actively um, putting their voice out there on like ongoing issues? How are you going to handle putting both that out there along with managing and maintaining the spaces of your social media platform so that people with bad intentions don't um, uh, take the space away from other people. There's like a lot of nuance that goes into social media marketing. Um, it's not that it's impossible, but it can be really scary and it can be really hectic to kind of navigate and figure out what you want for that, right? Especially if it's for like a brand that maybe isn't necessarily for like like a small business who maybe doesn't necessarily understand the directions that are being taken further so that. It's not traumatic, more so you just literally couldn't work. It's okay. Do you wanna get hired at my maid and butler cafe as do you wanna be a butler at my friend's startup? um you're chronically online but not good at social media at all. I think we're like a lot of us can be pretty like we're relatively chronically online, but I think being good at social media is really difficult, especially if you're also purposefully fighting algorithms. Like Citrona said, it sucks that the most effective social media posts right now are short form video content. And I think it's piss annoying, honestly, because I also really hate those. I hate short videos as the current form of like content. Like, absolutely cannot. You have such a big gap in your job history. Since the job market is also crap in your area. The other thing you need is a super flexible schedule because you have a special needs kids that you need to make sure you get them to appointments. Ooh, yeah. Getting a lot of accommodations and stuff can be really difficult, especially if you're going into a position that's more, I don't know, standardized is the word, but like, I guess more generic, typical of what you expect for like your typical you're being hired part-time, full-time, typical job and so forth. Let's get a job with mama. uh, did you not know Bones? Hold on, let me drink water. So have you heard of Anime Expo? Well, it's America based, so not your fault if you haven't heard of it, but we have a big thing here every year in Los Angeles called Anime Expo. In December of 2024, so like half a year ago, the organization in charge of some of the departments of Anime Expo shut down the maid and butler cafe department. So my friend Nogi, who's been my friend for a long time since I first met her in a dance team, uh, she is taking up the reins and creating basically a startup called Ochacha Cafe to be a maid and butler cafe to also house a lot of the performers that were basically displaced because the department got basically shut down. We just had our debut performances at a local event here in California this past Saturday, and we're having our first pop-up in August. Yeah, we have both maids and butlers. We also have a live butler band. We also do night 18 plus shows. So very versatile. We're also very queer friendly, which is really cool. I'm just a designer slash more on operations. Mostly design illustration, but yeah. You were devastated when I said I wasn't participating as a maid. Shut up. I don't have the means to attend rehearsals or anything. I think the other thing for me, okay, hold on. I need to catch up with all the rest of the, yeah, TikTok and IG, Instagram are best to observe. Um, Work visa to be a convention butler. I have to burp. You remember when people start to do more Twitch clips that are built for TikTok and was literally when the meta shifted for content creation? Mm-hmm. Oh, Chacha X soon scoops when we start getting money and we can actually start paying all of our staff. Um, but yeah, I feel like the other thing about why I wouldn't necessarily want to be an actual performer is because um, being a gender, a lot of it fundamentally for me is not wanting to be either a maid. I want neither a maid nor a butler because there's still some inherent gender associations with those, no matter what. There are still traditional gender role associations with butler and maid. Um, and I know that Ochacha Cafe is also meant to be more queer friendly and could hypothetically make accommodations for like what we've jokingly called as like butt maids, but that's like an extra step in logistics for leadership to take care of. And they'd need enough people in order to even get that sort of logistics started. Not to mention, like I said before, I cannot attend rehearsals in the first place and stuff. That do not have the time commitments for it right now. Um, but that's more fundamentally why I don't think I'd want to be in a maid and or butler cafe because of those reasons. Um, yeah. A Gamers Outreach volunteer form has Insta, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch channels as boxes to fill in. Oh. You're trying to volunteer. Or y'all can just be part of VTuber SummerSlam with me. There's nothing to be scared of. I still have to figure out what specifically I'd be doing for the streams. It'd be mainly just like collab streams, but I have to figure out... I know Roblox will most likely happen. It's one of the donation milestones, which will definitely be hit. I don't remember if it's like the first. It's like literally the first donation milestone, so... Oh, that's pretty odd. What was I gonna say? Oh, I actually still need to figure out donation milestones and incentives. Do y'all have... Are there any milestones you would like to see from me for VTuber SummerSlam and or incentives. So I could keep that in mind because it's been such a struggle for me to think of those. All you can think of is like a blend of butler top with maid skirt or maid top with butler pants just to blend the two sides. It's just more conceptually what fundamentally butlers and maids represent, more so than outfits for me. So I think just that more so the labeling and what we're labeled as makes it a lot harder for me to want to align to it. I've played Repo with a few peeps before. I've only played it like maybe like twice ever, but otherwise, well, the second time I played it, it was a lot more fine, but you're scary. You do the hands. Hey, Fan, hello. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Solar, oh gods. The first time I played, I was playing with only white, and then white died at some point, and I was trying to like solo a stage by myself, and I was like, this is the first time I'm playing, and I'm like, and there was a clown, especially, and I was like, oh, and the clown kept walking through the main hallway back to extraction. And so trying to get the cart back through that way too was really difficult. And I couldn't finish the stage at all because I was like, oh, it was so hard. Friend slop. Well, VTuber SummerSlam could be the debut of wow, welcome to Scalene's proper debut. Yay! Something like that, you know. You're doing good. You're trying to get back into the swing of stream, trying to go 30 days straight. Goals to ultimately stream a whole year straight? Holy moly. I've been lurking in a few of your streams. I've been seeing you play some retro JRPGs as you've been doing like your 30 day straight thing. You got this. I would say take breaks, but I don't think, okay, well. Taking breaks is important. Rest when you can, because I know you're trying to do 30 days straight. You don't know why you decided to do this, you're not straight at all. I like how this is the second time this not straight joke has been made this stream. It's amazing. No one knows. No one knows. Skin on my skin. Yeah, I hope everything goes well with that and whatnot. Everyone check out Fen. Cool friendo. Very knowledgeable in the JRPGs. We're all a little, it's fine, your boyfriend says I'm not gay. Oh. Well, if your boyfriend says that, then I guess it's fine. What the? Right, because it has gotchi in it. I'll allow it. But sorry, I have gotchi banned because I have a weird understanding of gotchi in general as a culture, and I'm kind of like, this is really weird to me. I feel like I've talked about it like very vaguely once on stream before, but yeah. There's nothing special about this playlist. It's just my conglomerate 2025 playlist of songs and music I've discovered this year. But I'm glad you enjoy it. I'll just have to put more weird stuff on it. Oh, I should be drawing on the hands later. Oopsies. It doesn't really help if y'all like K-pop and stuff to some extent. Oh, I should put the ice cream song because technically I did I quite literally have actually fully heard the ice cream song because obviously for Ochacha Cafe's debut on Saturday, both the maids and the butlers had um they both did their own renditions of the song. It's cute. It's honestly a really cute song to see it performed by our cafe too. さとみちゃん、はい。何が好きチョコミント、そしてあなた。Oh, Fen. Oh. Also, yes, there is TV static on the screen. It's part of I have it as like the base effect on my on all of my scenes on OBS. Here, I can turn it up if you want. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, look at that static. Yummy. Couldn't do that now. I haven't touched these effects ever since I put them on. I quite literally put these on like VTuber SummerSlam of last year. Oops. You missed when you touched the TV screen and it was fuzzy. I missed that too, but there was a point where I started getting static electricity shocks as a child, and I hated that, so I stopped touching the TV. I was saying, I don't trust TV anymore. STV screen. Okay. Aha, very funny, Fen. You loved the Zappies? I am very adverse to static electricity shocks. I will say it is very fun though, because I always like to sleep in total darkness. I do think it's very fun when I rub around in my blankets, when I get in bed, and I see the little arcs of electricity because of static. That is very cool to see, but getting actual shocks is not as fun. I hope everyone's enjoying this Alice song. Forget how interesting Detective Alice. The song is called Detective Alice, and because the lyrics that just played or the lyrics she just sang are really funny. Because I think this is in the bridge. Detective Alice, ha 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 ha. She clocked in eating chips with pansexuals. Sexuality spectrum is real, and then the ad lib right after with pansexuals is, there's a lot of them. I never get tired of these of Alice's songs. Um, sizzle, sizzle, pop, pop, hiss, hiss, sizzle. You're gonna go to Eep. Was fun. Thank you for stopping by again, Acer. It's nice to see you again. Leash, take care. I hope I can see you again in upcoming streams, especially with VTuber SummerSlam coming up. Have a good night. I give you forehead kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I don't know what to do with this hand. Middle finger. Maybe not that. Let me at least finish this hand first. It is 4 fingers. I am still in sketch mode. I really hope I could finish this tonight, but considering I'm trying to stick to 3 hours, I probably will not. Where did all of these pots and pan lovers come from? Oh my god. Do job recruiters actually do the thing where they call like the references that you list on like your resume and stuff? Because I thought about it, and it'd be kind of horrifying if for some reason Citrona decided to list me or Mika as a reference. Then I get the call, and I'm like, "Hello, you've been listed as a reference for blah 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 blah. Please tell us about their work ethic." And it's like, uh, uh, Citrona is very sexy. Uh, I drew horses for 30 days straight. Give me job. Their ethic is so sexy. Citrona, do you want me to like flirt with your job recruiter for you if I ever get called as for like reference as like being one of your references on your resumes? I'll practice right now. I'll do my sultry voice again. Point reward practice for the sultry voice. How do you? What am I supposed to say though? How do I do this? How do you flirt with someone? I don't actually know how to flirt with someone. I pull people but don't know how to flirt. I genuinely cannot explain this phenomenon to y'all. I should move this hand back a little bit. Um, you only recently figured out that you're not straight. You were always claiming that you were just an ally. Yeah, no. You finally realized it when you would think about certain characters from games and other visual media in such specific ways. Oh! Happy Pride! I'm glad you were able to, like, find something new about yourself. I think being... To be fair, I did only figure out I was non-binary about, I think 2 years ago, I believe, right? I think it's only been just about 2 years. And it's only because slowly starting from the end of college, going into the pandemics and stuff, that I actually like start getting exposure to people who are non-binary and transgender. And learning more about them and their reasons for being under the trans umbrella, for having their choice of pronouns as they do. And I think being queer or being supportive of being of queerness itself as a concept is acknowledging that everyone is as an individual is different in their own ways. I was about to say special, and then this is going to be like, it sounds like it's going to start devolving into a "you're special," which is technically the point, but I feel like it's not. It's undermining the point I want to make. But I think it's more like we all have our own individual ways of being true to ourselves, and sometimes it can take a longer amount of time for us to reach a point where we can realize those certain things about ourselves. Um, um, and I think that's why it's important to always be patient with yourself, and give yourself time to kind of. Ugh, I keep burping. To realize labels are helpful. Also, don't let labels necessarily box you in. Ah. Yeah. Um, I think it's very awesome to be able to get a new revelation about yourself. 'Cause I think learning new things about yourself can always be a fascinating thing. And it's always hard to tell what direction that might go in. I feel like this hand actually needs to be bigger. Hold on. Get bigger? Question mark. It also took you until you were 28 to figure out that you're undiagnosed autistic. Oh, finding out stuff about yourself. Yay! You remember, everyone, you are a work in progress. There's always stuff to learn about yourself. Unless you're Citrona, in which case you probably think that you're all divine and perfect. I'm very curious to see how Citrona would react to me saying that. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. That's the answer to that question. Anyway, does anyone have any like donation milestones and incentives that they'd want to see from me for VTuber SummerSlam? You need to fill your new alphabet soup letter quota for what? What does that mean? I think I should rotate this. You've been collecting new labels for the past 5 years. Oh. Your husband was like 3 months into dating you. I asked you if you were artistic and you flat out told me no. Context, your husband is diagnosed with both autism and ADHD. Oh. Citrona and other people have tried to diagnose me. Theirs. It's kind of plateaued lately though, unless partial Therianism counts. Sorry, I just realized we were actually talking about like conceptual labels because I legitimately thought for a moment you literally just said you were collecting literal soup can labels for the past 5 years. And I literally took that as like, wow, I literally never knew this about Citrona. Why have they never told me that they collected soup can labels? That's like really cool. I, I was like, wow, that's so cool that you have like this own physical collection hobby and it's collecting soup labels. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a pretty cool niche thing to collect, like me with playing cards. In case you haven't heard, I started collecting playing cards and I'm trying not to overwhelm myself, but I have 5 playing card decks right now. Soon it'll be 6 because I pre-ordered the Pride Knights one, and then I want to order another deck soon. Hello, timer. Used to collect Time magazine covers? Oh. Oh, I need to do a tarot reading for myself for tomorrow. Because one of the decks I have is a Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I've been doing daily spreads for myself, or like I do spreads for my following day, so like for the day after. Um, so I best better get to doing a daily spread for tomorrow when I get the chance. I feel like this eye needs to be a little bigger here. You're currently resisting the urge to buy the Final Fantasy X Magic collab cards. Oh, I heard about those. I think my partner bought. I believe he said he bought um a set or two. I think he said he was just buying it for investment, just to keep to maybe sell later. My partner is also, well, he's not actively, but he is like subtly trying to be like, "Ooh, Bonnie, ooh, you want to play Magic the Gathering so bad, ooh," and I'm like, "I'm ignoring you. Let me collect my silly little normal playing cards. Thank you very much." There are specific cards you want to collect out of those collab cards. Ooh, yeah, that I can get that for sure. That's how I am playing. um, hi, hun. Um, speak of the devil. We're not talking about magic right now. Not at all. Uh, anyway. Mainly Emmet, Zilch, and Thancred are the big two, though you will not knock having one of each of the scions from uh Final Fantasy 14. I kind of get that, being someone who plays the Pokemon TCG Pocket mobile game. I'm still waiting for them to bring in the Litwick cards, but they have brought in a lot of the other Pokemon that I like, Solrock and Lunatone and Porygon line and stuff. So, and like Baltoy and Claydol. So I definitely like went crazy opening packs to get those cards at least, and then immediately go back to collecting, to trying to complete my collection, starting from the first ever boost packs, because I'm still not 100% done with like literally the first ever packs that the game released. Hi, White. How are you, hon? Hi. Hi, hi, hi. You're getting gas in work truck, then you're going home. Okay. A safe drive home. As you can see, in case you couldn't imagine, White, just by looking at White, you can see his Magic the Gathering aura. It's like big and bolsterous. Like, he's such a Magic the Gathering player. The player. The gatherer. Teach me magic so I can get a job. White is going to teach you evil lich necromancy magic and stuff. I don't know if that's going to help you get a job. Oh, the cards. Oh, right. For the TTRPG store. Sorry. Hee 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 hee. Okay, I can ignore this. I'll just ignore this hand and then I'll do the clothing, because clothing just needs to be like... I'm gonna forget to draw the tail again. Okay, well, I better finish this when I get home tomorrow from work. I can make the VSS post graphic posted tomorrow evening. That's just a crew neck shirt. Crew neck crop top shirt, really. Probably have it colored differently, though, if anything, for this. This will be a colored key art. The market is scary for sure. I would be very scared of like having to get another job in general. There's a lot of change of routine. It's a lot of thinky thonky to do and prep for that and setting changing and stuff. More troublesome, I guess, for me. That's what it feels like. Okay, I'm gonna change the color of this actually, so I can see the difference between it and the base colors. Parade, ayo, ayo, ayo. Huh? Oh. TTS?
Oof.
There it is. Hi Shoto, thank you for the race sub for 34. Is it 34 or 37? For 37 months. Sorry, I get confused when it shows me the multiple numbers and the thank you for 37 months. I hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday/Wednesday. Oh, I just realized after your previous resub, you have the uranium key. Uranium. I believe it's uranium. Hope you're doing well. Hello. How many years is 37 months is 3 years plus 1 month, hon. You're chilling, this heat is killing you. So you're getting killed by the heat, but you're chilling? What in the thermodynamics does that mean? Make sure you're drinking enough water. We're about to hit the first calendar day of summer, and it's going to be maybe not the best. Oh, I do have to adjust the body, technically, because of how my character works. So, hold on. Oh, why am I... what? Huh? Why did I switch to the sub color? Snatched waist. Hooray. Do this, a lamp. The heat on Father's Day was 111 out? Oh my gosh. It has not gotten that hot yet in my area. Or like anywhere in my specific areas, or what am I trying to say? We've been like It's been sitting at uncomfortably warm outside so far, I think. Unless I'm wrong and I'm not paying attention to the actual weather. It'd be really funny if it was actually hot and I'm not fucking paying attention because that is the possibility. Hi Makina, hello, happy Pride. I hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday/Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying hydrated and the like. Considering we're talking about the heat and whatnot. It's a crop top, so I should probably draw this part first before. There, now I can draw the seam. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hope I'm still not Sarah about before. What was before, huh? Hold on, my brain is like thinking. Sour from what? Oh, the raids? Oh, no worries, it's fine. I was never upset about them to begin with. I was definitely surprised and like, oh, I'm gonna have keep going for Hobbit now. Absolutely no worries. I definitely won't be able to uh stream longer if I do get rated again though. Only because I am trying to enforce shorter stream time and also because it is during a work week for me. I've also just been really tired because I have quite a busy schedule June-wise. I also forgot to mention I did a DMV visit recently. So so helping my friends Made in Butler Cafe, DMV visit. I have a lot of other stuff coming up too with June, aside from VTuber SummerSlam, so I'm like you're only sneaky once per streamer? Uh-huh. Right. Sure, whatever you say. Gonna keep my eye on you. I'll make you say my name. Right in there. I love the way you love the chase. Prop. Sparkle, sparkle. Look at that. If we can do the cuff seam here. Ugh. Generally, I'm feeling exhausted already. I will be so brave and hang in there. We are not at the 3 hour stream mark yet. I have enough time, hopefully. Hopefully at least start line art. Love the chain. Clothing layer. Hello, Chongha. Freaky as what do you mean freaky? Shush you. Have a good lurk, Makina. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Aren't you the one who said I should be resting anyways, White? You have no place to talk. Don't worry about a thing. Oops, my dynamite. Oops, my. Oh. Did I nap when I got home? No, because I um uh scratch that. I totally napped when I got home. Definitely. I was totally asleep all the way until I started stream. Smile. Take it easy, no stress. Have a just dance. Love yourself best. What do you mean bad? I can't just nap when I get home. If I have to do dinner prep and stuff, then I can't just sleep. It's hard to just sleep when I have other chores to take care of. And then these shorts are shorter than short. Great, awesome, amazing. Or, for some reason I thought I had bracelets on this model, but I guess not. Might lower the waist line still? We'll see. The pipe down, get down, down, down. Should you make second dinner udon right now? Can you choose number 1, 2, or 3? Have a safe drive, hun. Have a good, safe drive home. Why is it going up? I've seen them drawn going up, thank you. Now choose 1, 2, or 3. Stop. Don't look at it. 1, okay. Okay, I'm gonna use la 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 la. I forget if this is how it works, if I'm being honest. But you know, we're here now. So okay, your answer is no. I did do that right, right? Yeah. It sounds like you wanted the answer to be yes, so you just have your dang udon. Did he even? What do you mean? Did he even have first dinner? Patrona. I feel like this is too low now. I think it's fine. Right. What am I gonna do with you? I think our first scaling collab stream should be a feed Citrona stream. It'll be like that one scene from Ralph Breaks the It'll be like it's like I think it's the post-credit scene actually, from Ralph Breaks the Internet, where Ralph gets into that one game where you feed the milkshakes or the pancakes to the rabbit and the cat. You've never seen that movie? Honestly, I think it's an okay movie, honestly. I don't know how to feel about it in the way that it really does specifically focus on social media as like a big aspect of it. You know, considering that Ralph goes into the internet, you know? Like, I don't know how I feel about it, you know? Well, and not like, yeah, I can't even explain it, so I guess you wouldn't know. So it's like, it's, like, it makes sense. It feels really cheeky, I don't know. You don't know if you're ready for late 2010s internet meme culture in a movie. I guess that's the best way to word it. Like, I feel like it's not too bad, honestly. Uh, Bob, huh? Hello, Machka, Char, Barbecue, and Maju. Hello. Sorry, me looking at this like question mark bots. Damn. Interesting way to introduce yourself. That looks like a. There's a lot of bots happening in chat. No, I think it's just sheep. I think they're just sheep in my chat. Hello, hello sheep. S scam and pop drop block roll. Hello. Hello. Happy Tuesday slash Wednesday. Oh, hold on. There's the YouTube music, please. Thank you. Putting the sheepdogs out to pasture. Stop. Oh my god. Thank you for the the sponsor message also. I guess tonight's stream is sponsored by the lovely sheep that are going ba. Ba black sheep, have you any wool? I actually don't know the rest of that song. You need to pee and get your muffin. Okay. Go get your muffin then, Trota. I will manifest more sheep, I guess, for you. Hold on. Media rec. I feel like I should actually be getting a media rec for you that actually involves sheep. Are there any media? Have I watched any media lately that have any like sheep? I don't. Build this city. Build this city on rock and roll. Spread the good word of Ba. Okay. Thank you. What is the word I'm looking for? Acolytes? Thank you, Ba Acolyte, for your visitation. We appreciate you stopping by this liminal space. I hope y'all have been having a good start to your week also, by the way. I need to draw this other hand while I'm here. I think this arm might actually be a little long if I start it here. So I need to mark the wrist and then continue here. Ugh, I keep burping. I will drink some more water. Rock and roll. Oh yeah, I know it says it's long break right now on the Pomodoro timer. I had stopped following my Pomodoro timer because I only use it now to kind of get myself going, and then I just start ignoring it. Teehee, silly me. Drawing looks good. You fuck with it very well. Thank you. It's in preparation for VTuber SummerSlam, which is next week. I still it's next week, and I still don't have a promotional graphic. I could do what I did last year and just slap my PNG tuber on the graphic, but I'm like, I'm going to make specific key art for the graphics. I need to like hurry up because the event starts next Wednesday, so I quite literally have a week to work on this and whatnot. I need to like update my PNG tuber also, because since my PNG tuber is on a different program that I use, um, it makes things a little difficult. Because I haven't transferred everything. Like I had three different outfits on my previous PNG tuber iteration. Um, so unfortunately, I'm like, well, I probably have to um remake or figure out how to, well, not figure out, but have to I use PNG Tuber Plus, so I have to do some layer separation. If I wanted to do outfits for my current, I guess GIF tuber is the accurate way to word it. But you know, yeah. Gonna follow your fellow boss, see ya. Thank you for stopping by. Acolytes of Ba. Take care. Have a good Ba. I will do my best to spread the word of Ba also. Build the city. Still don't know what to do with his other hand though. Okay. And bye bye, single life. It's like butterflies. I will say, tonight has been interesting so far. um, my baby, my baby, my poo, my baby poo, my baby, my baby, my poo, my baby poo. Okay, I'm gonna reference my hand while I do this really quick. I don't think I'm finishing this tonight. I do have like 24 minutes left, but we'll see. Okay, I need to move this hand over. We're making You know what? Not even God can stop me. I like you. I'm a diamond. Well, I'm really struggling to draw this in right now. I can't stop myself. Am I selfish? Oh yeah, cherish my love. Cherish my love. Cherish my love. I'd be very excited to get to the coloring part for this because I do want to change the colors that I have from what the original summer outfit was. Muffin's so tasty, my muffin. Don't let Muffin see that. Usually Muffin would pop around my streams around this time, but we'll see. He pops around occasionally. Cherish my love. So Citrona, what did you think of our fellow Ba acolytes that stopped by briefly? Ba. Boy, I cherish my love. Cherish my love. Cherish my love. Like a billion. I'm in. This one is a little too... Is this Kiss a Kitty? Yeah, okay, I was like, well, this is good, simple post practice that isn't overly complex. I know there's The donut thing. Hmm. I don't know if I should put another belt rung over here. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make sure this is shuffled. Hold on, I had to remember where the... How do pants get put on again? Back layer should go this way. I'll respect the diamond shape button. Do I have diamond shape buttons on my... Yes, I do. Okay, well, in that case, it will be kept for consistency across the outfits. Okay, it's 15 minutes to... Yeah, I'm feeling tired. So maybe we'll wrap up by doing New York Times games as we usually will. We'll turn off auto on the timer. I know it's going to like ring at some point. But I should probably turn it off if anything. Especially because it's only like 20 seconds too. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your time here in Liminal Space. Let me... New York Times games. There's the timer. Let's see here. Fighting the capture with my life. Okay, so I mute this. Start with the mini crossword. So incredible. I see here. I think I tested the window, made sure everything, because changing a lot of the overlays and stuff was a lot. Okay, cool. Chasing me, chasing me. See, so we have hit the source, cross some fingers. Here's a thought. Old episode. Request for a follow on social media. Tear to pieces. Be bad at throwing things away. Drug. Tubular pasta. And sizes are measured in cups. Bra? Here's the thought. Old episode rerun. Request for a follow on social media. Right. So incredible. Our follow. Cross one's fingers. You do this to wish, to lie, to hope. I feel like this one would be like brain, but oh, that's only because I see the B and N. That's what my Wordle brain says. This isn't opium, is it? I mean, it says poppy field, so I really think this is brain. Horde. Oh, add me. Oop, that's not shred. Shred. Shop hope. Cool. Spelling bee next. I was like, should we change the order that we do these in? Okay, so not family. Mary. Manny. Marin? Mary. Farm. Mammy. Rammy. Ramify. Oh, okay, well. We skip Wordle, because they do that every day now on Discord. Make it work. Like... physics? C's. Is there a cut in here? Magnet? Tangerine? I don't know what I'm trying to spell here. Government. Vogue? Ring. Give me a hint. Finagle? Okay, this one's a little... Okay. Figure it out. Figure out. There you go. Mm, Figure out... I might be stupid, hold on. Gait. Like a horse. A horse's gait. A different type of gate. Oh my god, blueprints. Tag is too short. Negotiate? What? Negotiate. Oh. What is I am not. My mental thesaurus is currently not working for this puzzle. I don't think I understand what I'm supposed to be looking for synonyms of. Ring, re, huh? Contrive. Oh, finesse. How do I spell finesse? Okay. uh, re, en, engineer. Oh, engineer. Ah, re-engine. I was like, engine, maybe. Okay, let's do connections and hope we're. Oh, God. Fight, quit, resolve, flight, tour, freeze, marionette, spirit, fun, hotel, grit, mouse, timeout, elephant, glitch, car. Well, there are some animals. I do see fawn, flight, fight, freeze. No? Okay. Fawn, elephant, mouse, car. I love that animal, the car. Um, fuck you connections now. I'm sure we can figure this out. Grit, spirit, resolve, fight. There you go. um, freeze, glitch, timeout, quit. Yes, bad things for a website to do. That's such a niche category. Description. Okay. Okay, 8 left. Um, tour, like plane, air hotel, air hotel. Your DM just sent you a Google Doc. Should you be scared? What the fuck? This is like the most okay. If there's anything spicy about it, you know the usual. Marion Marionette is like a puppet thing. What? It's not like words that have a smaller word in it. The time skip doc, okay. take flight, take a tour, take a car, take mouse. Marionette, puppets, circus stuff? Clown car? Like carnival show? Because I don't see any other animals that I could use here. Car, taxi, police, cheese. I'm gonna grab a hint. So I'm missing the easiest category. That's amazing. Okay. Erabu, the group's artificer and resident con man, has convinced Morgan that their qualifications as a miracle doctor are more legitimate than they really are. Oh. Okay. The hotel and Fawn are separate. Okay. Okay, well the easiest has hotel. Maybe it's just these, because these are like... Okay, they're traveling. Okay, then what? What is marionette? Figures in classic Disney animated film. Eat shit Disney. Anyway, okay, thank you everyone for the company for our stream today. um, we're going to wrap up here because we're about to hit 3 hours of stream, and I'm going to respect the 3-hour time frame that I am giving myself for streams. I know this isn't done. If I really wanted to, I could wait until Thursday. Or I can maybe do an extra stream tomorrow to get this finished, because all I really have to do is just convert this into line art and then color over it really quickly, and then it'd be ready for promo graphics, and it's like, yay, awesome, wahoo. Should I remember the nail polish, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. The stickers also on the face. Sunglasses too, right? I will have to see. The little donut thing too. Did I have my friends pick this out? Like the color scheme? I kind of don't remember. Well, in any case, we're gonna wrap up here. I'm gonna snooze this ad break really quick. And let's go ahead and jump back over here. Okay, awesome. Good progress. I'm gonna open up Twitch, mute the tab so it doesn't jump scare me with audio. And also not jump scare y'all. That's also probably an important thing. Do not group the tabs, thank you. There are... Oh, sorry for the yawns. Okay. Okay, before we go ahead and think about rating, let's do our outro. So thank you everyone for chilling here with us. I give you all 4 head kisses, mama. If you don't already follow and maybe like the vibes, consider following. I did change the outro messages, so give me a moment while I try to recalibrate. If you want to know when I'm streaming specifically, you'll need to join my personal stream server. Of course, you gotta be 18 plus to join. And of course, I also have the community server I have with my friends for Scalene, our stream team, between me, Bones, Citrona, and Mika. So if you'd like to join that server to get notified about all of our streams and also hang out with us and talk about stupid shit, you should join that Discord server. If you want to check us out on social media, especially when we announce VTuber SummerSlam, please check us out through our link tree on places like Blue Sky, Tumblr, and Instagram. And of course, if you haven't already, don't forget to explore, because that's still available. And get your stamp for the session. Joel. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate catching up with everyone also, especially. Um, let's go ahead. I think I'll send everyone over to... Some spicy stuff happening here. Sorry, I'm like, ooh. Sure. I'll have everyone send over to Magic. It looks like Magic's streaming some Polia, but it looks like they've been recently doing some fundraising streams to get back to Washington. I'm not sure specifically what that entails, but maybe they can tell us more when we go ahead and hop over. So let's go ahead and do... I don't think I have a specific raid message for Magic. That is okay. If you don't know who Magic is, one of the first friendos I met in Prowler's community, so we'll go ahead and say hi to them. They them pronouns for Magic, just for reference. Yeah, and they're playing some Polia, so let's go ahead and go say hi. If you don't have a subscription, it is still possible for you to add a sub emote to the end of that raid message. I would appreciate it if everyone could add a sub emote. For you to get a sub emote, if you don't have a subscription, if you go into channel points and power ups and rewards, you can use 80 channel points to choose an emote to unlock. Just use any sub emote, please. That is nice and not, like, oh, did I just delete my own mess? I meant to unpin it instead of delete, whatever. Sorry, bot. Anyway, let's go ahead and raid Magic. I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow if I do continue streaming to finish up the artwork, if not Thursday. If I decide to stream tomorrow, otherwise Thursday, sorry. So let's go ahead and say hi to Magic. I appreciate you all again. Thank you again, Rose, for the raid. I appreciate it. And thank you for all the new friendos that stopped in. Thank you in general, too, if this will open up. Thank you to Citrona, Acer, Nikki, Onyx, Lazarus, Vapor Skull, Xanthide, Rose, Wendy, Bones, Ebi, Fen, White, Shoto, Machina, Maka, Char Barbecue, Smudgy, Scam, Pop, Drop, Luck Roll, and anyone else that maybe didn't make their presence known. Also, thank you, Shoto, for the resub. We also appreciate our lurkers as always. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, maybe for Gorilla Stream. Otherwise, again, Thursday, and then hopefully I'll have announcements for VTuber SummerSlam coming up within the next 2 days. But I will be streaming next week for that, so be prepared. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to raise some money for charity again. I need a rest. I wish my week off could come a lot sooner, but alas, it's going to take a hot bit. I'm gonna start closing up my Clip Studio now. Waiting. There goes the countdown.